Vanguard, the huge asset manager Vanguard, owns now 560 million worth of Bitcoin mining stock. So it started with the Bitcoin spot ETF application, and the journey into crypto now continues with getting involved into mining. Here's the news. On Decrypt, Vanguard now owns 560 million worth of Bitcoin mining stocks, RIOT blockchain and Marathon digital shares. So let's have a look at those shares. This is RIOT. This is their operations. That's from the inside. Here we've got a picture from the outside. And this is the stock price since 2013. Not doing too great. And when you're following this channel, you should know that I like to look at relative valuation. So it's not just interesting how is a stock doing relative to the US dollar, but how is it doing, for example, relative to the Nasdaq, or in this case, relative to Bitcoin. Because that's in the end the whole idea, right? You need to allocate capital where it's most efficiently deployed. You have to consider opportunity cost. And so let's do that. Let's swap from the US dollar chart to the Nasdaq denominated chart. You can see here, this looks even worse, right? We are getting down, lost since 2023 versus the Nasdaq 82%. In US dollars, we're pretty much flat, right? But the Nasdaq simply gained quite a bit during this time. And this is the RIOT stock relative to Bitcoin. Looks even worse. Since 2013, down minus Bitcoin by 99.97%. Now here's what's interesting. Since 2020, this has actually changed quite a bit. Since 2020, RIOT outperformed Bitcoin. 260%. Of course, it's also outperformed the Nasdaq, 740 even. Now in the early days, it was always better to just buy and hold Bitcoin. And I still like buying and holding Bitcoin. But it does make sense to sometimes think about ways how to outperform the market. And there are many ways to outperform, many ways to potentially gaining alpha. I personally, for example, I like to bet on falling altcoin valuations, but it also makes sense to sometimes dabble into stocks and find out, are there maybe valuation inefficiencies in stocks versus, for example, Bitcoin in this case. And the trading idea here would be that if you are bullish that traditional finance continues to get engagement in crypto, that this was all just the start, then maybe this purchase was just one out of many to follow. And so maybe there is an opportunity to front run this. So the trading idea of this video would be to look at different mining stocks, look at how much traditional finance, traditional asset managers are involved in those mining stocks, and then either bet on very specific companies to get purchased, or alternatively buy a basket of mining companies and just bet on the thesis that more acquisitions are going to happen. I'm not actively involved in Bitcoin mining stocks, but feel free to share your ideas, either down below in the YouTube comments or in the Telegram chat. So for that, simply join Bitcoin Strategy channel. You can search for this term within the Telegram app. Alternatively, you can click the link down below. Looking forward to chatting with you. Bye bye.